Are we ready? Shimanta, are we ready?
Yes, madam.
Sandhya, are you there? Sandhya, are you there?
Sandhya was there.
Prerna
I
is
am calling her. Yes, Sandhya.
Yes, mom. Yeah, mom. I'm there.
yeah, so we can start, I think.
Yeah,
Manisha,
we can start.
Manisha is here. Manisha, Prerna.
I don't think so.
So let's start. We
can start. We can start.
Two of us are here, so let's start. So I think we should start with the presentations. As per the schedule, I think the first project will be presented by Professor Dr. Arijit Shah. The project title is Enhancement of Learning Experience of UG Students by Content Generation, right? Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So over to you, Professor Arijit.
Dr. Mawa, I think, shall we just give a few instructions that it's going to be 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You'll all be getting 20 minutes for your presentation and then 10 minutes for the queries. So request everyone to just maintain the time, because whatever your change project presentation should not extend beyond 20 minutes. And I think the queries also, there is a time allotted for each participant, that is half an hour. So we'll need to finish within that slot.
And one more thing I wanted to tell all of you, that you'll be marked on 50. So this 50 marks we have divided like this: 20 marks for your presentation, how you present your project, and I think 10 marks for a demonstration if you demonstrate any of your project and your project analysis or what is the outcome of your project. And the third point, that is again 20 marks, I think, for question answer session. So total there will be 50 marks allotted for your project. So I'm sure all of you have got it. So let's get started with Arijit.
Thank you, madam. Let me first share my screen.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible, madam?
Yes, visible.
Okay. So without wasting time, I am starting. Okay, good morning, all the master trainers, my peer colleagues and all delegates present over here. I am Dr. Arijit Shah, Professor of Electronics and Communication Engineering, BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology, Kolkata, West Bengal. I want to present the outcomes of the change project which was implemented in our department, titled as Enhancement of Learning Experience of UG Students by Content Generation. So I want to talk regarding this project with a famous saying from none other than Mother Teresa. She says, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." I believe this saying from the core of my heart. Most of us want to change. Some of us have the zeal for the change. Some of us are over enthusiastic for the change. And some of us can ultimately bring the change. But yes, in today's world, to bring the change is not only individual's task, it is a teamwork. So that's what I want to begin with. We have to build a team. We have to work in hand to bring some change. Might be a very little change, but still the change in the system. So my flow of the presentation will be like this. I will just talk a few things about my institute, why I have taken up this project. I will try to justify that. What are the different data I have got before the start of the project, and what are the findings from those data? My project plan, what is the impact of my project? How I communicated the project to different stakeholders? What were the challenges faced by myself and our team, and how we have overcome the challenges? What are the different interpersonal skills and behaviors we have used for our change project? What were the outcomes of the project? And finally, the leadership approaches we followed for this project. So regarding our institute, BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology, it is approved by AICTE, New Delhi, and affiliated to Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, West Bengal. It was established in the year 1999 under the aegis of BP Poddar Foundation for Education. This is our vision, that is to emerge as a progressive and premier institute for engineering and technology education with ethical values for creative engineering solutions commensurate with global changes. The chairman of our institute as well as our foundation, Sri Arul Poddar, Dr. Shubit Chaudhary is the chief mentor as well as the director of our institute, and Professor Dr. Shutapa Mukherjee is the principal of our institute. These are some of the courses which are being offered by our institute. The undergraduate courses are 4 BTECs, that is in computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electrical engineering, and information technology. All of the courses are NBA accredited. There are 3 postgraduate courses running in our institute. There are 2 Master of Technology courses in data science and IoT, and 1 Master of Computer Application. In our institute, along with the curriculum, we are encouraging the students in a holistic growth. So there are different types of activities. There are different forums. There are actually 6 forums in our institute for bringing out the co-curricular and extracurricular talents of our students. So there are different types of indoor and outdoor activities. There are different types of cultural and technical events happening in our institute. But as the tagline of our institute says, not only a career, but a future what we offer. So there, along with the extracurricular and co-curricular activities, the main motto of an institute of a higher institute of higher learning is to give the students an opportunity for career growth. So from that, our placement team as well as our training and development team are working tirelessly to bring out the best talents in the institute as well as to work for in the society. So my project title, that is the change project title, obviously, it was enhancement of learning experience of UG students by content generation. And the main aim of my project was to enhance students' learning and communication abilities. So the scope of the project was the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year UG students of electronics and communication engineering. Our objectives were to create 8 to 10 minutes video lectures on different topics related to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year UG students of ECE. And finally, the students will present their learning from the lectures which they have already presented. So why I have taken up this project? While in the phase 1, it was asked to give a change project plan, I was in a dilemma because I was a bit over enthusiastic. Lots of problems were coming in my mind, which I wanted to solve, or rather I wanted to address. But after thinking a bit, I got an understanding that I have to select a problem which I have to get an outcome within the, at least a bit of outcome within the 3rd phase of the workshop. From that, I thought out this project of enhancing the students' learning experience. And while making a choice of this project, certain things came in the backdrop. The first one, the employers' feedbacks, which indicate lack of communication skills within the students. Because after every placement drive, we normally take the feedback from the employers, and they give both the verbal and written feedback. And then we analyze those feedbacks and try to find out what is happening with the students. As a part of that team, I also have the feedbacks with myself. So from that, this problem came to my mind. Now we know that in today's world, in order to sustain, self-learning capability is required, because today is a ever-changing world, and every time you have to upgrade yourself. So unless and until you gather this capability of lifelong learning and self-learning, you cannot sustain. In today's corporate, as well as in every sector, teamwork is a must. So teamworking capability has to be enhanced within the students. Then I think this is a common problem with most of the institutes, that is attendance of the students are declining day by day. So how to improve that? That is also in my mind. Finally, if we can find out some way to enhance the student satisfaction, I think most of these problems can be addressed. So what was the research data I got? Before the start of the project, I have shared a questionnaire with the students. There were certain questions which I am just going through because time is very short. So the questions were the present teaching learning process involves only chalk and talk. That is meeting my expectations or not. So this is the data which I have got. Then the present teaching learning process is helping in my holistic development or not. This is the data. If the present teaching learning process is blended with some innovative techniques, I will appreciate it. And I will see that most of the students have agreed with it. If we take strongly agree and agree, we see maximum of the students want this type of things. If the present teaching learning process or teaching process is blended with some self-learning activities, it will help me. They are agreeing with it. If the present teaching process is blended with some activities to develop my communication skill, it will be helpful. They are agreeing to this. I believe that if I miss any class, there shall be a mechanism to follow the lecture. Most of the students are agreeing to this. So these were some initial questions which I had recorded, and I tried to find out what they are saying. So we have taken up 3 different topics for our project from 3 different years. So that is, one is analog communication. This is just a result analysis we have done. Why I have done it, I will discuss it later on. Then there was a topic from 3rd year, that is information theory and coding. The result analysis for the 2 years, because 2 years I have done because I want to see what is actually happening in the pandemic time when there was an online mode of education, and what was happening in the conventional way when there was normal education. But this was in the fiber optic communication, but it was of 2018-19. Since it is a 4th year subject and it is a elective subject, it was not taken by the students for the last 2 years, but this year they have again taken it up. So that is why we have given the data for 2018-19. So what are the different findings from my questionnaires and the result analysis? So as I have shown, 6 questions were asked for the initial survey, and where majority of the students want innovative techniques. They have shown it. And they want some way to enhance the communication skill. So some way, they don't know how, but they want it. And from the result analysis, which I have done for the 3 courses, find that obviously there is a change of pattern for offline and online mode, as I have already said. You can see from the online mode, definitely the results are better than the offline mode. And it is a scenario, I think, throughout the entire education sector. That's what we have got from our data analysis. So now a project plan, which I have already shared with the master trainers. So just I want to show that the quota stages, which are the different quota stages we have used. That is the 6 quota stages we have used. It is urgency, the coalition, the vision, empowering, all those things we have done. And up to this, what we have done, just I want to show the coalition. The meeting has been taken place. The team has informed. Then we have devised some the benchmarks, and we have developed the benchmarks for shooting some short lecture videos. Then the lecture videos were also developed, that is empowering stage. Then the survey was done after completion of this all these activities. We have done a survey also. I will show it later on. And finally, we have done up to this portion, that is empowering, has been completed, and quick wins, which we have already planned up by the end of this month, we will do it. And consolidation, yes, I have got verbal agree from our HOI and HOD regarding embedding of this culture in the institute culture. But still, I have some measures to do, and after completion of those measures, only I can say whether I can consolidate it with the institute culture or not. So let me show the journey first.
I'm Dr. Shutapa Mukherjee, Principal of BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology. Dr. Orijit Saha, Professor of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, he came to me in the month of December after attending the workshop on UKIERI Phase 1 workshop. He came to me with a change project proposal with the topic enhancement of learning experience of undergraduate students by content generation. So the proposal, I found the proposal interesting and I immediately accepted it and permitted. The proposal, the project was implemented in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, and from the feedback, we can easily say that the project was successfully implemented, and also we are planning to implement it in other departments.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. I.B. Mujumdar, HOD, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, BP Poddar Institute of Management and Technology. I am feeling privileged to be a part of the Change Project program proposed by Professor Orijit Saha, titled as Enhancement of Learning Experience of UG Students by Content Generation. From the very beginning, Professor Saha and myself were confident that it will be helpful for the students. So immediately we take up the program, and we have a little bit doubt because how the students will react. It was completely new to them. So we took one course from each year and conducted the sessions. But after the completion of the project, I can assure you that we were not incorrect, because all the sessions were enjoyed by the students very much. They interacted. There were healthy competition among themselves. It improves their communication skill. It enhances their thinking ability and many more. After success of this project, as HOD of EC department, I have decided that we will adopt this process for all other courses from next semester. It was very enjoyable experience, very effective one. Thank you.
How privileged to be a part of the project on enhancement of learning experience of UG students by content generation. This particular project was initiated by Professor Orijit Saha. He is associated with the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering or Institute. So we actually introduced Flip Plus in our theoretical class. Students enjoyed a lot, and I believe that this project is continued or this flip class is continued, this would be a great beneficial for our students. This is an important project that is enhancement of learning experience of UG students by content generation. Last December we are introduced to this project by Professor Orish, and then we have talked with students, and it was a very good session with them, and we performed the project in January and February, and we are very happy with this new theme. Hope we may extend this furthermore.
As being part of this project, I took a classroom and a course of information flow. Students shared their views on different aspects.
Sorry to disturb you, Dr. Orijit. We have to start the question answer session.
Okay, madam, I am stopping it. Just I will share the outputs of my
Yeah,
presentation.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we have 3 minutes more.
Okay.
Mohit. After that, I think we can start the.
Question answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 minutes is sufficient for me. Please allow me. Okay. So the impact of the project, what we have got, that is the attendance has increased significantly. The communication skill has enhanced and the usage of library has increased, which shows that the self-learning has increased. I will just show some data which I have got. That is the project impact about attendance. We find that before the project, this is a rough data, exactly 70% I am not saying, but it is almost 70% of the students were attending. Whereas at the end of the project, we see that at least for the classes which we have introduced for this, the attendance has increased. This was the rubrics which we have used for measurement of the different aspects. Regarding the body language, we can see that obviously at the end of the project, we have found that a lot of enhancement has taken place. Verbal communication skill also has enhanced. Then the presentation skill, we have also tried to find out. We have divided the students into 6 groups and we have tried to find out whether there is an increase or not, or enhancement or not. Yes, we found that it is there. So this was the about the questionnaires which we have done at the end of the project, and we find that it is showing that most of the students are happy with this learning experience. So that is there. So how I communicated the project? Yes, I have met with my HOI to seek the permission for this. Then with the HOD and other senior members of the department. And then we have formed a group with some dedicated members, and regular team meetings were taken place, which helped us to keep the track of the progress. Definitely there were challenges, the paradigm shift, which was not comfortable for most of them. Extra burden, they were not ready to take the extra burden. Then there was a challenge whether the student satisfaction will be there or not. If there are some bad results, I have to be questionable to the higher management. So all these things were there. All the stakeholders were not ready to accept. The senior members were reluctant actually, then they opted out and they said that this is of no use.
You can
Some
quickly
faculty members
conclude, Dr. Arijit Saha.
Yes, madam, I will get 3 minutes. You said I will have
It's almost over. 3 minutes
Okay.
is almost over.
Okay, please allow me one more minute. I will contribute. So some faculty members cited there were some infrastructural difficulties. Some students initially opposed the change. So we formed a team of enthusiastic members. Then we had regularly talked with them, asked to put their views. Then we created some benchmarks for their videos. We had used these interpersonal skills, that is a regular verbal, non-verbal communication, listening to others' views. There were negotiations taking place, some decisions were taking. Then there were collaboration, working together with others, comforting people, and obviously the patients. So this is the summary of my project. That is the team members. As you can find it out, there were 6 team members. It started in December 2021. 100 students of 3 different years have participated in this, and most of them appreciated the experience. So we have finally enhanced student satisfaction, increased interest in attending classes. We find healthy competition among the students, self-learning capability enhanced, verbal communication skill enhanced, and presentation skill also enhanced. So these were the leadership approaches we have taken. That is commanding, the democratic, the pace setting, and affiliative. All these have been given in my change project plan also. So with this, I conclude with the famous saying of the Greek philosopher Heraclitus, that there is nothing permanent except change. I also believe that if you resist change, you resist life. So thank you. I am open to inquiry.
Thank you, Dr. Arijit. It was an excellent presentation. So I would like to ask you what you meant by content generation. How did you go about it?
Madam, may I stop sharing?
Yeah, you stop sharing.
Okay, okay. Okay, madam, what you have said.
Yeah. Did you get my point?
Yes, yes, I have got your point. I have, as you have asked me that how I have generated the content, that is your question?
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, madam, flipped class was not in true sense in our institute culture before this. We were taking classes, but it was not so organized. So what we have done, we have planned out to have some topics which are a bit difficult topics, a blend of bit difficult topics and some easy topics also. And we tried to make some video. Video means some lecture video, obviously, in Zoom platform. We have tried to make it. And then giving some outline of what they have to study, what are the different applications in this lecture, what are the different practical applications which can come out from this lecture, and all those things we have just given them a hint, not more than that. Then we have shared the video link with them. We have uploaded the video in YouTube also, and they have gone through all those video lectures, and they have come up with their findings about what they think, what are the different applications, and when they have come to the class, they have presented something which is not completely within this video, something which has to be beyond that video content, which they have learned themselves. So in this way, we have done it.
Okay, so these videos were of short duration, right?
Short duration, madam.
Short duration. Okay, that was very good. Over to you, Sandhya.
Yeah, I was just asking how you were mentioning about some final data, isn't it, that you presented?
Right, madam.
Regarding the improvement in attendance, body language. How was that evaluated?
Yes, I have shown, madam, there was a rubric. May I share it again?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, okay. So please let me show. Yes, madam. This is the rubric through which we have. Sorry. This is. Yes, this is the rubric through which we have measured the students' body language, eye contact, all those things we have tried to find out what were the technical findouts about the lectures, what they are presenting, all those things we have evaluated. And we have a sheet for evaluation of all these things. And then we have tried for each and every individual student. And
Okay, so you took a sample set of how many students? 100 students?
100 students from 3 different years, madam.
Okay. Right.
That's what we have done. And then we have, that is the thing that we have like this. We have taken this because it has extended about for 1.5 months. So we have done it 3 times to find out whether actually some impact is taking place or not. As for example, here from group 4, we see that between second and third phase, no improvement has taken place, but most of the groups have shown improvement.
Okay.
Okay, where
For
did
the
you,
participants, yeah.
okay, where did you upload these lectures? These,
Madam, in the YouTube video, we have uploaded in our departmental YouTube channel, obviously.
oh, you have your departmental in YouTube
channel. Yes, madam.
That means you have not created any course like that. Like, for example,
No,
fiber optic, you said fiber optic.
No, madam. No, madam. We have not created any course. We have created some place where the students can explore themselves beyond the lecture. That we have tried.
Okay, now based on the curriculum, you have made the videos, or it is beyond the curriculum?
Some portions were based on the curriculum, and some portions were beyond the curriculum. Some extension of that.
Dr. Arijit, can you just switch on your camera?
Yes, yes, madam.
Now, I request all of you to switch on your camera while you are presenting.
And one more thing, the entire course you have covered in those video lecture,
No,
Like,
no,
ma'am.
madam, no, madam, no, no.
a portion of it.
Can you just show us a link to that video? Because
I
it
will
is marked for demonstration.
I will show just madam, I will show it after this because I have to.
Okay. You take your time. Let's look at
Okay,
some other presentations. Then
Any other queries, participants? Would you
Yeah.
have any queries?
participants can also ask Dr. Arijit regarding his change project.
Thank you, Dr. Arijit. It was a very nice presentation and a very nice idea you had come up with.
Thank
Very
you,
good.
madam.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you, madam.
Wonderful.
Participants, you can go ahead with your queries. Any questions? I think if you ask questions, there'll be some discussion on each presentation, and that will only enhance the quality of the work done. So I think it's advisable that everybody comes up with their questions.
So let's give him a big round of applause. Let's clap for him at least.
Yes,
all of you, please.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
I cannot see anybody's face, or so this is online. So I request all of you to kindly switch on your camera at least. Because it seems like we are in what environment, we can't see anybody. So at least switch on your camera.
And we were hoping to meet
Yeah.
offline. So let us at least see each other online.
Yeah. So let's clap for him at least. He has done a wonderful job. So let's clap. Thank you, Dr. Arijit. We will wait for your
And
YouTube
one more thing I would like to say about Dr. Arijit, he was very prompt in all his assignments.
Very
A
good, very good.
round of applause for that too.
Thank you, madam.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you, Dr. Arijit. Let's now I think Dr. Chandi will give her presentation. So over to you, Dr. Chandi Panni.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Your project title is Development of Advanced Electronics Lab.
Yes, ma'am. My screen is visible.
No, it's coming, I think. Yeah, it's visible. You can make it full screen.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Okay, so the name of my change project is Development of Advanced Electronics Lab. So before coming to the topic, just I want to share what is there in my presentation. That is the first university as a glance, mission, vision statement of the university, structure of the university, name of the schools that offers or present in our university. Now I am coming to my project. That is aim of my project, scope of project. Why I have taken this as my change management project. There are some analysis and findings that I have taken, and the project plan, journey, summary of the project outcomes, and the leadership style, what I am taking to conduct this project. Now, first, university at a glance. I am coming from Sister Nivedita University. It is a very baby university, only 3.5 years running. This is the campus, and this is the mission vision statement. The vision statement, SNU apprises to provide a transformative impact on the society through its inclusiveness, continuous innovation in education that comes from encouraging creativity, entrepreneurship, and research. And there are 4 mission statements. So foster an academic environment that is inclusive both in its design of curriculum and its dissemination of the knowledge. It creates curriculum that is business connected, but also keenly sensitive to the demands of the environment to achieve a sustainable growth for the business and the economy. Development of an educational environment that focus on a segment of the society, not just on the privileged few. I have to mention one thing. When I am considering the mission vision statement of university, actually in my university, it is not only the technical courses. There are so many courses and so many schools are there also. When I am coming to the schools, then this mission vision statements all will be justified. Develop a community of learner that is based on quality factor research, effective teaching pedagogy, and creating an inquiring student population. And now this is the structure of my university. In the above, there is a chancellor. After that, there is vice chancellor and officer on special duty. Under the vice chancellor, there are the several posts. And under the vice chancellor, there are different schools that I have mentioned. There are deans, and deans are mainly the head of different schools. And I am particularly belong to the School of Engineering. Now I'm coming to the next slide. These are the key person who helped me very much to execute the program. That first of all, I want to thank Mr. Shottam Rai Chaudhary, MD TID Group. And he is also the Chancellor of SNU, Sister Nivedita University. Then I also thank to Dhrubajyoti Chattopadhyay, Vice Chancellor, Sister Nivedita University, Professor Shumon Chatterjee, Registered, Sister Nivedita University, and mainly Professor Shonku Bose. He is the Group CEO of Techno India Group, as well as he is the Dean of School of Engineering, SNU. Particularly for this particular program, leadership program, Professor Bose selected me, and my name is proposed in front of the panel. And lastly, I am Dr. Chondi Pani and presenting the preparation. And now these are the 16 different schools present in Sister Nivedita University. There is School of Engineering, Architecture and Planning, Natural Science, Health Science and Traditional Research, Information Science, Pharmacy, Nursing, Agricultural Science, Business, Commerce and Economics. There is a Hospitality, Tourism, Social Science. There is a School of Law, School of Media Communication, Fine Arts and Design, Humanities, Performing Arts and International Language. And I also want to mention one thing at present in this academic session 2022 and 23, there are 103 programs running in this university. And now I'm coming to the School of Engineering. In the School of Engineering, there are only 3 departments: Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and the Department of Robotics and Automation Engineering. I'm just giving you the picture of 2 labs. One is our computer lab, another is our electronics lab. And so this is basically the digital and microprocessor lab at SNU, and this is the computer lab. And computer lab is basically open for all the students of School of Engineering. There are multiple labs. This is one of the labs. All these labs is used by all the students of School of Engineering. This is not particularly belong to the School of Electronics and Communication Engineering department, but this belongs to the School of Engineering department. Now, this is my project title, Development of Advanced Electronics Lab. The aim of my project is to promote interdisciplinary research and innovation through enhanced learning, industry-oriented training through workshop seminar based by some industry experts and hands-on experiments. Further, it will initiate the research in the mind of the student that helps them to get job in the core industry. Particularly, if we see in the last few years, most of the students who are pursuing their BTech in the electronics, in the electrical fields, but they are going to the software sectors. So our aim is to create or to develop the student so that they can get job in the core industries. So this lab is also focused to create entrepreneurship development training program so that students are able to develop a finished product from the scratch level. That also finally enhance the employability strength for the society. And now this is the scope on our second year, third year, and fourth year student from ECE, CSE, and robotics. And some few faculty members are associated with this lab and we benefited from this. And this is our objective as per the Industry 4.0 revolution and Education 4.0. Integration of technology in the teaching learning process is an utmost requirement. So keeping this in mind, this project is particularly I am taking as an initiative. And now this is a justification. Now, in December 2021, we got the news in the most of the newspapers that Government of India approves 76,000 crore plan for the semiconductor manufacturing units. So there is a huge requirement of electronics engineers in the field of semiconductor device in 23 onwards. So if we develop our students in such a level so that they can get the job in the core industries, whatever now the situation is, they are mostly goes to, I'm coming to my next slide where I can show you that the trend of the job where we see most of the students are going to the software. So to motivate the students in core industries, so this is a very good initiative and that I have taken. These are some fundamental research works I have taken. First of all, some gaps are identified between our curriculum and the industry requirement. So some are summarized here. There is a curriculum of university or not at par at the industry levels. Interns are not getting proper working environment in some companies. Faculties lacking industrial exposure. All we know, these are the genuine gaps. Process of evaluation, there is a skill gap, performance gap, there is an employability gap, absence of industry, university interaction cell, unrealistic expectation of students from the industry. Industry people are not seriously involved in updating the curriculum of the academics. Depending upon these gaps, I am prepared a survey and there are 10 questions. Only a snap is present here for the survey. I have made it, and depending upon these 8 gaps, I made some questions, and these questions are circulated with the alumni of our group colleges, student of the group colleges, and I am getting, these are the responses where there are 5 skills. And depending upon this survey I have received, I am plotting this, and most of the students agreed that these are the gaps. And in the figure 1, that is in this particular diagram that I want to share, that is if I am getting also analysis for the 2020 and 2021 pass out students, where most of the students, approximately 80%, 75 to 80% students got job in the software sections. Rather, only 8 to 9% students got the core job in ECE, and higher education approximately 10%. So these higher education students are not my concern. My concern is only to increase the level. Those who are getting job in core industries, that's are only 8 to 9%. I take an initiative to rise this level. Those who are particularly reading in this hardware sectors, so increase that level, because they are not getting their proper job. They are not at all interested in software section. Okay, these are some survey I have done for this particular project. And now this is my work plan. Already I have presented here, and I have also mentioned the quarters stages. And in this particular cases, I have taken some of the leadership style that needed for any particular stages. I'm not going in detail with all this stage, because these portions already I have uploaded in the classroom session. And now I am going to a very short video of my plan. This is not properly actually, these are snaps.
Are these the instruments that you have procured?
No, I am coming to that sections that in my lab, I have 3 separate sections. I come later after just completion of this video. I am coming to that. There are 3 sections. One is embedded system design, networking section, and the device manufacturing section. And for the device manufacturing, I am taking help of this particular lab that is in Meghnad Shaha. And also I am taking the help of the nanoscience and technology lab, Calcutta University. This is particularly done. My students are going there and they have prepared a sample, and the madam Miss Shormi Ganguly is preparing or help them to prepare the particular sample. They have basically prepared a sample from iron based compounds using a natural biodegradable material, and they prepared a ferrite material which are very much used in the semiconductor industry. So this portion is fully on the Meghnad Shaha lab and nanoscience lab. These are not in SNU.
So you have made collaboration with Meghnad Shaha.
Yes, make collaboration with
there.
Meghnad Shaha as well as the Center for
University,
Nanoscience and Technology, Calcutta University, Salt Lake
Students
campus.
are going there and then
Yes.
Very good.
Because it's a huge costly lab. This is not possible for us to incorporate all these things at SNU at present. We have a plan, but it takes time.
What you can do, you can apply for a funded project from the government.
Yes. We are going for that. But at present, the problem is our institute is just 3.5 years running. So no accreditation is there. After completion of 5 years, we can go for accreditation, then it will be easier for us to get projects. Sir actually here demonstrate our students. So I am mainly focusing the instruments. Sir is also cooperate with us, and he is also a member of our group, you can say, for my change management project. Sir agreed.
He's from Calcutta University or Meghnad Shaha?
He is from Calcutta University, Professor Utpal Ganguly.
Okay. So what are these instruments used for? For generating what?
These instruments are used for checking the semiconductor performance. Mainly Sir's lab is focused on the solar cells, the performance of the solar cell. These instruments are describing. So this is for the spectrum measurement. And using this lab, we can develop a small silicon substrate, and we can check its performance using this lab. And this is our small objective also.
So using the silicon, can you also prepare the transistors here with the help of this lab?
No, that extent it is not possible.
Okay.
This is at SNU, where students are designing small transistors and amplifier circuits using transistors, power supplies. They are second year and third year students. Due to the lockdown situation, it is not possible for us to take the hardware labs. Now they are coming. This is a DSP kit. Already we have purchased in our lab DSP kit and FPGA kit. Student can work on it.
So these are the things. These are the instruments.
Have you purchased? What is the name of the FPGA kit that you have purchased?
Vortex.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the instruments you have purchased in your own lab in SNU.
Yes. SNU for this change project purpose. Only the small amount, some amount of power supplies and the function generators and the FPGA kit and one DSP kit.
So these the funds for this was provided by the university.
Yes,
By the
provided by the
university.
university.
Okay. And you have an MOU with Meghnad Saha University?
Meghnad Saha and the Calcutta University, and Calcutta University MOU is the process is going on, and we have already arranged an workshop which will be in the month of April for our student, and they confirm us to use their lab equipments for our students.
Okay, so that it will continue for how long? Is it for some duration?
Now, yes, I'm coming to that. That is, at present, we have selected 20 students for this change management project, and we have trained them. And this is a total 6-month duration, but I am shortened this for 3 months. This is not at all completed, but it is going. The total will be completed in the month of April. And after completion of this, I am going to the second phase. It's a phase wise. As you know, as it is a fully hardware lab, this is not possible for us to accommodate more number of students at a time in the lab.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the project impact. These are the parameters to measure the success, improve the placement. I am focusing on the third year and second year and third year students. So if you want to know what is the placement record, that is not now available. They are under the training phase, and we will go for the research publications, patent publications, startup, entrepreneurship development, and create job opportunities for the others, and the lab infrastructure development. I am already mentioned here that there are 3 subsections in the lab: device fabrication lab, communication networking, and embedded system. Out of this 3 sections, communication networking and embedded system are in at SNU, but device fabrication I fully depends on the Meghnad Saha lab and the Nano Center lab. And these are the some of the industry collaboration. The collaboration means not at all physical collaboration. The industry persons from the Open Silicon, Microsoft, Sankalp Semiconductor, where some of the alumni are there in this particular companies, and they are agreed to come and deliver some lectures, seminars for this project. They are agreed. And now I am coming to the communicating.
You have to quickly
Yes, ma'am.
do it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So these are the how I communicating the thing to our higher management. First, I place a proposal to the Dean of School of Engineering, then to the Vice Chancellor, then the phases of faculty selections and the student selections. And what are the limitations or what are the challenges I have faced? The first thing is the budget limitation. So it's a huge costly. So that's why. And I have insufficient equipments and physical space, lack of trained professionals, and the resistance to change. There is a hard to place the utility of technology in the curriculum. To some extent, administration is reluctant for these changes. And to overcome this, first of all, convince the higher management about the need of technology in the education system. And the second point is most vital. I have prepared a cost-effective budget and placed it with proper justification, and making the collaboration with the Center of Advanced Research in Renewable Energy and Sensor Technology, that is the CARES lab at Meghnad Saha Institute of Technology, and Center for Research in Nanoscience and Technology lab, Calcutta University. So these are the process that I overcome these challenges, and these are the interpersonal skills I have communicated to our higher personals, to other universities. And they are these are the phases actually I have gone to. There is an active listening phase, there is a research. Sometimes any type of the phase I have required, I have to adopt it. Sometimes there is strategic thinking is there, and particularly in the leadership style. And this is the summary of the project. Already I have described only 20 students are selected and being trained for this particular field. Apart from their curriculum, time management is also a very important issue, as it is apart from curriculum course. And finally, we have provided the student with a certificate, and where the Calcutta University Nano Center lab are also also assure me we can use their logo in the certificate. So this is also an advantage point for the student of the SNU. And these are the key performance indicator and the impact of the project. Publications, patent journals, performance in the placement, entrepreneurship development. And there are 3 types of leadership techniques. So we have finally approach for the democratic during the meeting with the higher management, commanding during the execution of the project, and proceeding during the quality assurance like campaigning, marketing of the project. And finally, thank you, ma'am. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Ma'am, can I stop present?
Yeah, you can stop presenting.
You were saying about that these are not a part of your curriculum.
No, no,
So
this
these
is
are-
an extra training.
This is extra training. It's not, so your lab you're setting up is not a part of your curriculum.
No, no, we are
Oh,
getting some extra facilities, extra training for our student to make them enable in the core industries. Our
Okay.
objective is to penetrate in the core industry.
So it's like skill development. You are
Yes, yes, you can
enabling
say
skill development.
skill development.
Okay. And you have you will be allocated funds from your university itself for further developing this lab?
Yes,
Or-
for further development, I have need extra fund that for that I have to go for any type of funding options. Otherwise,
Okay.
it is not possible to implement all these things.
Yeah, but will your university cooperate in
Yes,
providing?
yes. Yes, yes. Whenever I am submitting with justification and I am already association with the other labs, they always appreciate me and also encourage me for carrying out the project.
Dr. Chandi, you had talked about this fabrication part. You had collaborated with Meghnad Shah as well as Calcutta University. So can you just highlight upon the other 2 aspects like embedded system and communication network?
Yes.
What have you planned?
Yes, for the embedded system, actually, whenever there is a Qualcomm, Texas, in this type of companies, the work is basically done on the IC level and the programming, and this is at the part of the embedded system design. So I want to focus most of the fundamental. This is not possible for me or for us to cope to, or to make the students to such of industry level, but we can get some preview so that they can have the knowledge how to code like this.
So what is the percentage of students and that are interested in the core companies? Because most of them, we know for all the colleges, they opt for computer science.
No,
and
no,
software
ma'am,
industry.
no. Most of the students, those who are comes for the EC, they always want the core job. But the situation is like this, there is no opening for them. So that's why they are going for the software, because finally they are the objective to get some job. So this is the first and foremost requirement. They have to get some job. So they are going for the software. If we have provide the job in the core sector, they will come.
Okay, but have you made some analysis between the package of the core sector as well as the software industry?
Yes, ma'am. The students, those who, only the 8% of the student I have mentioned, those who are going to the core networks or core sectors, getting a very high package, more than 50 lakhs per
Okay.
annum.
Okay.
Our students, our Meghnad Shah students are there. SNU is new. No pass out students are now till now there. But at Meghnad Shah, there are the students who are getting this amount of package.
Okay, that's very good. That's very
So
good.
are you contacting employers in the core sector, and are you telling
Yes.
them about what you are doing, so that
Yes,
your students will
I
get-
have that objective, but till now this is direct collaboration is till now not done, but only some of them are ready to deliver lecture for our students and also help me to giving some ideas what actually done in the industry level, so that I can give some of the brief practicals or brief experiments based on the industry requirements.
Yeah, that will be the best thing you can do, because if you do that by collaborating with the industry,
Yes,
then
yes.
you
For
can
that, we
develop
will
your
get the
lab.
actual essence, what actually going on in the industry.
Yes.
What happened?
There is
Yes,
some
ma'am.
network.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Any other question? So we have 5 minutes more. She has completed before her time.
I skip most of the portions. Sometimes I think I am lagging.
That's good. Anybody has any question? So we can.
We would like to hear from other participants your view about this project, what you felt about listening to this change project.
So I think all of us, at least few of us should encourage the.
And I want to mention one thing, ma'am. This project is not only for the SNU students, because this project is basically for the Techno India group. The first phase, I am selecting the students from the SNU, but in the second phase, I have to select the students from the group. Group means there are so many colleges, and I have to take the students from all the group colleges.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chandi. So I will give a clap to her. So
Very nice.
Thank you,
Very,
ma'am.
about others.
very
Thank
good
you, ma'am.
presentation,
Thank you.
ma'am, and good efforts you're putting in. Very good. I
Very
think you should keep up with that and develop your lab, and do let us know how you have
Okay, ma'am.
finally.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
This hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This lab that Professor Chondipani said, this lab is having high prospects. I also know what is happening in that lab and where it is going. So I can also assure that it is going to be a landmark.
Very good. So I think it's over now for Dr. Chandipani, who is the third speaker. I think Dr. Diganta.
Madam,
Yes.
this is Orijit Saha. Shall I share my links, or just I will show you one video?
You show just one video. Just
Okay. So I am showing one video. Okay, madam. I am showing.
I think
one
we
video.
have 2 minutes time, so we can.
Okay. I am showing one video, madam.
Okay.
Is it visible, madam?
Yes.
Talking about what is channel management.
This is one video which that is my video. One of my videos. Actually, we have done so many videos.
Already named some source coding techniques.
This is on the YouTube channel of our department.
So, what will be your takeaways from this class? After completion of this class, you will understand the algorithm of channel management, and obviously, you will be able to construct any channel management if some source symbols are given to you. So, what is a channel management?
Just I am skipping it.
As you can see, it is named after two
Yes,
scientists.
we understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your increasing order book.
I'm starting the share.
Yes. Your topic is finishing school. I
Finishing
suppose.
school. Yes.
Dr. Diganta, you're starting?
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It is fine to be back here again in this third workshop of the AICTE UKIERI program. So we had learned a lot during the first two workshops, and also we were assigned some tasks, and we started doing those tasks down the line for the last 2 to 3 months. And we had to do the change project. So my change project, which I proposed, was the finishing school. So main target was to make industry-ready students as per the requirements down the line 2 to 3 years. So for that process, we started it after the first phase of the workshop itself, during the first phase, and at the last end of the workshop. During the second phase also, I presented one change project plan. That was the initial part of the plan. And now I will be showing whatever we have done and what is remaining, and the whole concept behind the finishing school and how we wanted to implement it, or rather how we are going to implement it. What are the connections between different stakeholders, and what is the output. So going forward, I belong to Meghna Shah Institute of Technology. It was started on 5th September 2001. So we have a 20 years old legacy. It's part of Techno India Group related to AICTE and Macau. As of now, there are 7 engineering departments plus computer applications department plus business administration. So the entrance into Meghna Shah for the students is through the joint entrance examination, and for the MCA and the MCA part is through JCA. Now I have inserted deliberately one point over here regarding motivation. That is one source of motivation for, we can say, the whole community, is that our students not only go for the industries, they also go for the high schools. We have an enormous amount of alumni who have gone for MSc, PhD, MTech, and so on. So these are some focus areas that we are motivated from our students, and we also motivate them in a feedback loop system to go for higher studies and industry both. So this is it regarding my institution. Now I'll directly go to my change project, the finishing school. The aim of the change project is to provide students with. Hello.
Yeah, you were not audible at one point of time.
Am I audible right now?
Yeah, now you are audible.
Actually, this screen, the side screen is coming in front of my this. So my change project is finishing school. Now, the aim is to provide students with cutting-edge technological skills required for their on-campus as well as off-campus placement opportunities, right from the second semester itself for the 8th semester graduate studies. So in this, we are starting with the students from the second semester itself, and we have planned for the finishing school for 5 semesters, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, because normally we have seen that the campusing of the placement starts at the onset of the 7th semester. So we want to prepare the students before or rather equip them with the technological skills before the placement itself. So the scope is the scope for our change project is executive students from the department of CSE, CSBS, IT, and EC. So there are 2 school of thoughts. The first school of thought is the change in the finishing school we want to implement for. There are 2 segments. The first segment we are taking it as a pilot project for the CSE, CSBS means computer science and business systems, IT and EC, and on the next phase, after seeing, analyzing, improvising this first phase, in the next phase we want to go for the other sector with the core engineering department, that is civil, mechanical, electrical, and so on. So objective is to provide students with technical skills from 2nd semester of study till 6th semester. As I said earlier, 5 semesters of our target. Make students technically ready for campus interviews, to demarcate technology syllabus, for the 3 groups of placements. Whatever we have done, we have seen till now, that the major placements occur in 3 slots. One is 0 to 5 lakhs per annum, one is 5 to 10, and the other one is greater than 10. So we also have designed 3 different finishing school curriculum, rather course structures for the 5 semesters, depending upon which student to lead which student into the which segment, and to provide select students with a choice for opting the relevant group. We are also providing the students with a choice to opt for the relevant group. So these are the objectives and the scope for our change program. Now, the justification behind the finishing school is that technology is changing every 6 months. Okay. Earlier, when we were doing our BTech, it was something around 2 years, but nowadays we have witnessed that technology is changing every 6 months. So keeping abreast with the latest technology is the real challenge for us, the faculty fraternity as well as the student fraternity. All students also do not have the same merit. We have observed that some students are dedicated for a certain type of job. They have merit to excel in that type of domain. Some students have merit to excel in the other type of domain. And moreover, with the changing technology in every 6 months, there are lots of technology dimensions. For example, from CSE, IT, CSBS, EC point of view, if we look into the picture, nowadays most of the placements are occurring, or as we have taken the feedback from the recruiters also, we have seen that down the line after 2 to 3 years, including now itself, the 5 more hot topics are the AI, ML, one, second is the cybersecurity, third is the blockchain, fourth is IoT, and fifth is the cloud computing. So there are lots of technology dimensions also. We are having a standard syllabus in computer science and engineering, or IT, or CSPS, or EC, that is open for all. Now, what we want to begin means the beyond curriculum education. This finishing school will be 100% relies upon BCE, that's a beyond curriculum education, so that they get skilled according to their choice, according to their merit in either of these 5 domains. There are 2 other domains also right now being spoken about, like the quantum computing, but we are kept it outside of the school. We are concentrated mainly on these 5 domains. So these are a lot of technology dimensions, as I mentioned in the third point, that are coming up or going to come up immensely. If you look at the industry 4.0 and 5.0 positions, also we see that the technologies that are poised to come up in the next 2 to 3 years down the line. So our justification is that we are trying to make technology focused preparedness for the students, and we want to provide the industry with industry graduates. That is something that the industry is trying to get from the organizations. It has been a certain number of years that we are saying we need industry ready students, we need industry ready freshers. That is one point that we want to address. So these are the 5 justifications. Now I have tried to make my slide following the 6x6 rule, but in some cases it has been violated or deviated due to some information that needed to be given. But to the max, I have tried to stick to the 6x6 rule. Now research. Now we had done a preliminary amount of research. First, after conceiving the idea, we started a core committee and we did all the jobs that I will be presenting in the next project plan in the next few slides. But the amount of research that we did was what do the recruiters need? Now, this is something that correlates with the 5 domains that I said just. The 5 domains that are right now in the topic are going to come down the line in the next 2 to 3 years. So what do the recruiters need? That is something we did the research. Our TPC also spoke with some recruiters, and moreover, we are having a huge alumni base. So from alumni base also our TPC fetched the information. Now, what technology will be required 3 years from now? This is the outcome of the very first point. What do the recruiter need? So we first did some research and jotted down the technologies that we need from now. And these are the 5 that I said just now. Then we collected the student placement records for the last 10 years. Whatever is the placement record based on the feature set. Now, what we have done for designing the 3 groups is for the 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and greater than 10, we have used some machine learning models. Okay, that is something that I am going to explain. That I have put it in the part of the research. So student placement records for the last 10 years had been obtained. Based on the feature set, group pools had been created. Group pools means 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and greater than 10. Feature set which were included was class 10 marks, 12 marks, JE mark, first semester marks, and the average of package offered. Now, classifications algorithms were used. Stacking has not been used as yet. Now, it was based on the case-based learning approach. We are using this. And according to the case-based learning approach, we included the data in the training set as well as the validation set also. Now, what was the analysis and the findings? After going through in the previous slide, if we show, in the previous slide, there were 5 points in the features that we used for marketing the different pools, the group pools. Now, we found out that 3 more important things are important with respect to the placement criteria. One is the native language spoken, the media of education in the school, and the analytical performance skills that a person or a student is having. Because when we took into account these 3 things, we saw that in the data that we accumulated for the last 10 years, a large number of outliers were there. So after taking into account these 3 points, we saw that there was a huge scope for outlier elimination and outlier modification also. So this is some analysis we did and the findings of our process. Now, as I said earlier, the project plan, this is a project plan that I had shown during the second workshop, and I had uploaded also during the assignment. So first was the formation of the draft committee that was completed by early December 3rd, December itself in the last year. So these are the action measures, leadership styles, communication method, and all those things. So first, I will just go through the action method because already I had explained all these things in the last workshop. So first, we started with the draft committee formation. Then we made a survey on the latest technological requirement. This correlates with the what do the recruiters need, want, or what are the latest technology or the upcoming technology down the line 2 years. That is over here given. Market survey of latest technology requirements and finalization of the courses. Courses means whatever courses are we are going to give in the finishing school beyond curriculum education. Then comes the third action, the change management proposal drafting. There was a draft committee constituted with the HOI, and we did it. After that, the MOOC bucket creation, because whatever course we wanted to roll out in the finishing school, we wanted to roll out to the, see, there are two facets. One facet is the MOOC courses. Students will be learning from the MOOC courses. So we had to design the MOOC courses or shortlist the MOOC courses from the bucket for their training in the finishing school. And after they learn from the MOOC courses, they had to implement it. So for that, what we have done, we are having a training session. We are trying to organize training session for them in correlation with those MOOC courses according to the group rules. So first they get the knowledge from the MOOC courses, and then they go on the hands-on training to our training courses. For that also we have included the TPC coordinator, and relevant discussions are going on with the vendors as of now. So the fourth one is a MOOC bucket creation. That is a MOOC bucket creation which we are going to offer for the finishing school. The fifth one is the alignment of MOOC bucket in MOOC curriculum. Now this is one of the very trickiest part, because the students are already overwhelmed with the syllabus. The university has given them some syllabus. Now what we have done, we have designed the course just like that, so that if a student, not for all the subjects in the finishing school, but suppose say the student takes a MOOC course or a subject right now, say subject A. Now we have tried to design, out of the 5 courses that he or she has to study in the finishing school, we have tried to design that at least 2 or 3 subjects are getting mapped in the future correlation. Future correlation means, suppose she is doing this, he or she is doing this subject in the 3rd semester. Now it may happen that that semester that subject is given in the 5th semester in the curriculum. That mapping also we have done, so that it may be helpful for the students. So that is alignment of the MOOC bucket with the MOOC curriculum, because the university with which we are affiliated. Next is the alignment of the MOOC bucket with the training structure. As I said earlier, there are 2 schools of thoughts. One is the MOOC bucket and the other one is the training that we are going to provide. So alignment of these 2 is with the MOOC coordinator and the TPC coordinator and the external vendors. And after that, we went for the official submission of the draft. That was done in the December itself. So this is something that I already presented. Next is this part which is remaining. So historical data collection, as we have said, that we have already collected data for the last 10 years. And the communication method was a discussion with the TPC coordinator. Leadership style in this, I think it's democratic. Second one is categorization based on historical data. Categorization means the 3 categories of the group A, B, C, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, and better than 5. Again, leadership style is democratic. Action measure is the AI model, ML model creation. So for AI ML model creation, we also designed a tech team for us, technology team, who are doing this model creation for this classification purpose. Third one was the communication with the respective HODs of the department, which because we had to roll it out, then we had to communicate. First for the type of students that are having, what are the students want, what are the visions of the HOD of the department. Because what we had done is that we had in the earlier slide itself, I had showed that the finishing school at this phase focuses on 4 departments: CSE, IT, CSE, and DC. And I said that there are 5 technology trends. One is AI, ML, cyber security, blockchain, cloud computing, and IoT. So the first 3 we are concentrating with the 4 technology trends: AI, ML, cyber security, blockchain, and cloud computing. And for EC department, we have specifically designed the finishing schools so that if they want, they can come for these 4, and if they want to go in their own domain, the sensors and the electronics, they can go for the IoT domain also. So that IoT is specifically more, rather we can say that we have given more weightage for the EC. Next is the student identification according to category. Hello. Hello. Okay. So
You can move on to the, you have 5 minutes left, so you can move on to the next portion.
And I'll complete it in 5 minutes. The second one was the finishing school subject course alignment. Then we had the coordinator, because we also wanted to have the certification course, because from the MOOC, and if they can have the certification also, so we had kept a provision for the certification course also. Now next, I will start with the project impact. Cater the growing technological requirements through industry-ready freshers, provide learners with scope dimensions in the career, provide learners with latest technological knowledge, explain difference in subject choice, explain the difference in subject choice in finishing school and the impact. Because a student, whenever they start enrolling in a group pool, they have 5 sets of subjects for 3 different group pools. Constant learning and upgradation, revision of the technology toolkit to meet the industry requirement. Next, this communicating the change project. Initial discussion was done with the HOI, and initial discussions with the HODs as we have seen in the project plan also. Then we made a core group coordinated with the placement cell for the data, our historical data that we took from the PPC placement cell. Coordinating with the office for the student incumbent data, because in the initial feature set we required 10, 12 marks and all those things. So for that we needed to coordinate with the office also. We coordinated with the MOOC coordinator for creating the technical bucket for the finishing school. Then we created a technical team also. That tech team which we discussed or which we saw in the project planning. Then we created a documentation in the IQC group specifically for this finishing school. Now once ready for deployment, a window of 2 weeks for communicating with the students have been kept. So it will be via the head of institutions, first layer, second layer it will be through the HODs, third it will be through the departmental TPC member, training placement committee member for the training purpose, and finally it will be through the departmental MOOC coordinator. Which MOOCs are offered and what are the benefits and non-benefits the students will be getting it from these 4 dimensions. Now the challenges that were faced by completing the complete knowledge bucket for the 5 semesters, that was a real challenge, keeping in mind that these 5 courses. Selection of MOOC courses for each of the learner group. The 3 tools are there for selection of MOOC courses. Students already having a huge amount of syllabus, so we had made it the correlation between the MOOC syllabus also. Deployment of correct PIML model, outlier data elimination incorporation, convincing the students to select a certain group. So these are the challenges, and they were faced with aligning the MOOC courses with the future in syllabus courses as we had discussed during the project plan 2 itself. Taking constantly tuning the models and also constant cross validation. The personal skills and behavior that I needed to express was, I believe it is on the 6 points. One is the critical thinking, growth mindset, architect, commander, and advocate, and also the campaigner. So these things, these 6 traits I had to, and in fact right now also I have to, because it has not been finished. So propose or express. Next, the change project summary, mastering students in latest technology beyond curriculum education, 5 semester training that we are giving. We are also trying for credit transfer. Unofficially or indirectly, we are doing the credit transfer to the Macau course curriculum mapping, and we are also taking the company feedback constantly, and we will be taking the company feedback, the biggest company feedback next for the finishing school down the line. Enhance employability and induce growth environment. So our summary of outcomes, skill-centric growth, constant upgradation of students at teaching fraternity, pursue a career in personal selected dimensions out of these 5. Skill-centric recruitment, KYS, know your strengths for the learner, KYI, know your income and for the recruiter, and TFPR, train as per the requirement. These are the 3 things that we are focusing on. Next, the leadership approaches, as we saw earlier also regarding the interpersonal skills. I think the commanding, democratic, and pace setting, these were the 3 leadership approaches I had to express till now. That's it. Thank you.
Dr. Diganta, I have
Yes,
a question for you. What is the outcome? You have not shown any outcome of your project.
Yeah, that is
Outcome means that we have the detailings. We have designed the syllabus and all those things we have detailings, but it is yet to be implemented.
Oh, you have not implemented.
Yeah, in the April we are going to be implemented. The finishing school plan has been done. Correlation has been done on this documentation. So now we are speaking with the vendors for the training and the MOOC bucket selection.
No, regarding the MOOCs, these courses, have you started preparing the courses yourself, or are you taking some other courses?
We are taking the, yes, we are for the first phase rolling out. Say for the next 1 year, we will be taking the MOOC courses, and then it will be another part or another execution that we have already spoken with the issue, right? Education. But as of now, we will be going with the courses.
MOOC courses are what, like NPTEL? You are using NPTEL?
Yes, we have 3 courses, 3 plus 1. One is the NPTEL. We have initially planned NPTEL courses are ADX, and one is the yes.
Okay, and regarding the feedback from the students, I just wanted to see what is your analysis, and since you have not demonstrated anything, what is your analysis and report?
Regarding that?
Adding to that, my question also is that you were mentioning about some outcomes, know your learner, know your recruiter. What are your parameters on the basis of which you're going to do that?
The requirement that what are the students? Okay. Over here. is regarding the strength of the learners means in the second semester itself what we have planned, we will be taking the questionnaire from the students. The teacher said what is over there, it is over there. Apart from there, what are the basic skill set of the students, in which dimension they want to go. As far as example, the basic skill set we have divided into three parts. One is the coding skill set, one is the analytical skill set, and what is the their vision. Is some of them want to work in the cybersecurity part, networking part, and all those things. In which domain you want to work. There were some students which spoke, and they said they wanted to be working in the computer vision part, this autonomous vehicle part. They are having some. So we were doing that type of discussions with them. But if once this course curriculum is finalized, then we will be making questionnaire and we will be doing the KYS part. Now regarding the KYI part, once we have the once we roll out the sessions, then we will be knowing which student or rather which student has gone which test courses. Now we can give the recruiter a list of that these particular students have already done their courses, they have done the syllabus, including that knockout syllabus. They have also gone through these 5 courses. And they will certification of models. That is really incumbent. Suppose someone wants to go to the cybersecurity part, or someone who wants to go to the say AIML part. So there are 5 courses design.
Have you created the rubrics for your these 3 points
No,
like KYS?
rubric means feedback rubrics, the same.
Yeah, outcome rubric. Outcome you
Outcome, yes. Outcome
from the rubric.
Regarding outcome rubric, it will be designed once we start the courses. It is in the stage period part.
Okay, I understand.
So what portion of it have you done till now? It's just the idea part, or
no, this part has been completed. This part
no,
is remain.
Implementation part is yet to be done, right? Implementation
Yes,
is in the process only.
the first 2, 1, 2, 4. Apart from row number 3, all these are in process.
No, you have planned to do it in the month of April.
Yes, it will be because right now we are having unit test and all those things. At first, the problem is that when this online, we started offline from in this semester itself. So after that, there were many things that we need to do also. We earlier in the second workshop we said that we will be hopefully implementing it in March, but right now we have planned it to be implemented.
Okay, Dr. Digata, what is the extra thing that you have done? Because for the as far as my knowledge goes, MOOCs is there for all the courses of engineering. I know
And that is there are 2 parts. One is a MOOC and another one is the MAR part. That's the mandatory additional requirement. Now, what we are doing, the students normally when they do the MOOC or the MAR, they take up the courses. They seldom they take it up without any. They take it up. We have seen that I like this course, my friend is taking this course, and they are taking it up. So we want to first channelize that in this semester you have to take this course apart from MAR and MOOC. So MAR is only for university, MOOC is for also university. So apart from those 20 credits that they are getting from those parts, you have to take additional MOOCs according to this syllabus. For the next 5 semesters, you have to take 5 MOOCs. Now it may happen that what we normally follow in our they take any MOOC course till now, they get awarded for the MOOC course, and after awarding for the MOOC course in the honors section.
I think your speaker is problematic because we can't hear it properly. Your speaker seems to be.
I speak like this.
Yeah, you speak like that. So what I was asking you regarding the MOOCs, if the students are taking the MOOCs course, how are you monitoring them?
That is the question. Now they are having the MOOC courses. Say for example, a student taking one MOOC course. Now for honors, it will be credited for the MOOC course, and if he or she is taking more than the requirement of the MOOC course for the honors, then we transfer it to the AIR. Now students take the MOOC courses out of the bucket that are provided, that is provided by Knockout, or we have also shortlisted one bucket out of the bucket. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to channelize the MOOC courses. For this semester, this is the MOOC bucket. From there, if you take this in the second semester, you have to take this. In the third semester, you have to take this. In the fourth, you have to take this. Now, you have to take this amount of MOOC courses for the university credits, honors credits. You have to take this amount of MOOC courses for the MAR credits. Apart from that, from finishing school, if you are taking this course, then you can get credit over there, no issues. But if you are not taking credit for this course, then you will be getting in the finishing school MOOC course pipeline.
But I can understand what is the change project here, because every college is doing this. So just tell me what is a change project here? Because, for all the colleges, MOOCs course is there and they are channelizing it. In our college also, we have channelized, we have told them that this is a bucket for taking the MOOCs course for this semester. So we have also allocated some teachers for the particular MOOCs course. They are monitoring the students, and we are also even taking the doubt clearing class for them. So what exactly is the novelty of your project?
The novelty is in 2 phases. Okay, the first phase is an introduction of finishing school, so that the students are selected and they are channelized in 3 courses, each course having 5 subjects. Means in 3 say programs, each program having 5 subjects. So that's first is channelized. So for that, we need to deliver the subjects. And the first phase is the subject delivery is being done using the MOOC courses. In the second phase, as I said earlier, that in the next round we will be going developing the MOOC courses. But right at this point, we are trying to first set the mindset of channelizing the domains with the MOOC courses.
Okay.
As of now, suppose a student wants to take a MOOC course in the second semester. These are the plethora of options. In the third semester, these are the plethora of options. Now, so for example, a student takes a certain, say, A MOOC course in second semester. Then he or she takes a B MOOC course. Now, it may happen that A and B are totally apart. Now, what we are trying to do is that A, B, C, D, E, the 5 MOOC courses that we are taking, it should be channelized in its perspective in either of the 3 dimensions of the physics. Next, in the next phase, we will be developing MOOC courses. These are the 2 parts.
Okay, anybody has any other question to ask him?
You were telling about some credit transfer. So how are you going to implement that?
Yes, the credit transfer, for example, I will show you the as of now, the credit transfer is through the knockout curriculum. Okay, so in that case, let me show you. Okay, fine. In the 3rd semester, suppose for example, the students are taking a MOOC course, and this is, say for example, in the 4th semester. In the 4th semester, the student is taking a finishing school A. There are 3 parts A, B, C. Now, he or she
your voice is not clear. So your voice is not clear.
Okay. So in the 4th semester, a student is taking a certain course, and that course itself is in the knockout curriculum in the 7th semester optional. We have done that nothing else. So if he or she does the course in the 4th semester itself through finishing through the concept of the finishing school, we will be already doing it. He will be having the excessive amount of knowledge for the 7th semester subject. So we are indirectly mapping, but credit transfer we have to speak with the university, that is not into our hands. But this mapping we have done so that if someone is taking an additional course in the 4th semester, he or she is getting somewhat in the 7th semester. That is an optional subject in the 7th semester. So this is how we are doing.
Dr. Prerna, Dr. Manisha.
Yeah, no questions from my side.
Prerna is there. Prerna?
Yeah, I think Dr. Manisha was also there.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm listening.
Do you have any question to Dr. Diganta?
No. I think all done.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Diganta.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'm stopping the share.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, everybody. So this session is over, I think. We will all again meet at 2:30 with the next few presentations. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.